feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit. Back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal. Broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shout to use a
NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the...
When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, up with the Seattle Seahawks. And look at this. Right away, a loose football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off.
Was it? Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And an alley to run. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. After 1, our score, 12-6. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson buying time to his left. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That goes for a gain of 31. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 9, check 9. 1, 2, go.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
All right, now here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And an alley to run. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He uncorks it for Snead. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down now, it's Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Now a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
From the 38, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check the backer, check the backer.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 32 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down, dancing to his left. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Steps away, and now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson now, forced out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. As the Ravens push on, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Safety's creeping. Shit. Bang, 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 bang. Switch. 57.
Cousins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tomodape racks up the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a